Have you ever gotten to the point where you're like, this too much?
I almost had to press the reset button a few times. So I saw a lot of things that wasn't done right. Like the Bible says, as we walk through the valley. You can walk through it, but please do not camp out in it. Don't spend the night in it. Don't stay there. Don't get an Airbnb there.
Mr. Donald Agee Jr. Is that correct?
Yes, Tori.
Entrepreneur, councilman of Ecorse, owner of Economy Shoe Repair. Anything else I'm missing? Actor, by chance. You do so many things,
Well,
so I don't want to miss anything.
I do wear many hats, but like you said, Economy Shoe Repair is my first love. I'm into real estate. I mentor kids. I'm a deacon in the church.
Deacon, that was the one I missed.
The barbecue restaurant on Conant in Nevada that we was opening and need to make some changes. And what else I do? I said I like saving souls. So that's my number one. That's my joy right there overall.
Saving souls.
Saving souls, working with the youth, working with people in the community. They say reach one, teach one. That's my goal. And I got to make sure my mental health is intact to be able to do any leadership or talking to any kids or whatever I may do in life. I got to be on point.
Definitely. So how did you get into politics? You know, did you wake up one day and say, you know what I want? I want stress, and I'm going to make it public.
You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Okay. I used to work for Chrysler, Detroit Axle Plant. Shout out to DAP, Chrysler. During that time, 2009, they was having issues with the industry. So one day, the Lord spoke to me on the assembly line. I was working, a young kid. He said, I have windows and doors open for you. At that time, my grandfather had been passed for 2 years, so the shop had been sitting for 2 years. And so I took the buyout. So you know how stressful that was. I was making good money at 26 years old, decided to take a buyout, and I was a nervous wreck, but I had faith. Faith what brought me through because I was just worried about what if I don't make it? If anybody gonna support me, whatever I do. But I took the buyout, bought the family business. I did everything the right way. I was listening to people tell me what to do and how to do it. So I bought the business out. And then I reopened the shoe shop. I had a beauty salon too as well. I didn't add that. So I was dealing with the stylists and everything. And one day I was looking through the picture window. Visger Road looks like Livernois. But let me say this. Probably 60 years ago, it looked like how Livernois is today. But now it's nowhere near that. So one day I was looking through the picture window and the voice said, are you going to keep complaining about what's going on in your community? Why don't you get in the fire and make some changes? So it's tell you the truth. So then a customer came in, one of their Timberlands cleaned, and his wife Gucci bag strap had broke. And so when we got to talking, I gave him his ticket, wrote it out, and he said, what you been doing? I said, I took the buyout now, and I'm running the shoe shop full time. He hit me with this. He was a mayor pro tem at the time. He said, man, why don't you think about joining the council? I said, who you talking joining what council?
Not the
mayor,
not the
city.
deacon.
I said, city council with all that stress and bribery. And, I was naming because you hear so many negative things about politics.
Right.
And I was, my family wasn't into no politics. We were just church folks, have businesses, and that's it. And so I put my name in the hat, and look at God, I won.
Wow.
My first try. Yeah, thank you. And 13 years now, I'm still here. Now we have our challenges like any other city, but the biggest challenges I really realize is that we do not want to change.
Yeah.
We don't like change. So moving forward, it's just it's a daily struggle. We need funding just like any other community. We have abandoned houses. We have new businesses that's popping up here and there. But my business, the Economy Shoe Repair, which is at 579 Visger Road, is the oldest minority business in that community.
Wow.
And
Congrats.
that's dealing with River Rouge, Ecorse, in Southwest Detroit, 48217 area. So I've been there. We've been there for a long time, and I just hope my grandfather's proud of me because, like I said, I'm the third generation.
I know.
And the legacy continues.
Yes, it does. As a councilman, can you just share a little bit about what you do? Because some people think being a council member is cutting ribbons and showing up at events, but there is some purposeful work to what you do. So can you share a little bit about what you do on a daily basis?
Well, you have to pass payroll for number one. If you have new legislation that has to be brought up, new bills got to be passed. If you want a new grant to come in the community, we have to approve that. We have to go over it and look over that stuff. Years ago, we had a financial emergency manager, which a lot of these cities have taken over. So a lot of times, they were overseeing everything. But to my opinion, they weren't in the best interest of the communities because we live there. We know. Y'all know what this area need. They don't.
Right.
But you just make rules and regulations. And if, like you said, if you want to see businesses thrive, you got to come up with ideas. See, ours is a little different from, we smaller community, so ours is a lot different from Detroit's, of course. They have districts, we don't have districts. So we don't have too much, in my opinion, not much accountability. It's like one person come up with this idea, okay, boom, we got it. Other than that, we just try to make things better. We try to be on the same page. As they say, we try to have one sound, and at times we be on one accord.
It sounds like a lot. This sounds like a lot that you do. And we're talking about mental health as well. Different industries experience mental illness and impact at different rates. I've always looked at politicians and wondered if they ever slept, ever. So can you talk about the mental health impact of being in politics as a councilman?
Well, let me just start with this. When I first started politics, I had a head full of hair. And I believe it at that. But I was groomed for it, I believe, because as I grew up in the church, you have to have serviceship. You have to be a leader. You have to be able to care for our seniors, the youth. So to me, it's kind of natural. But the stressful part becomes when you can't get things your way like you might want to get a new activity center, which I've been wanting to have for years. It's almost like impossible. We need a mental health center in that area. It's a 911.
Yeah.
That's a lot of things, but the stress, I mean, like I said, my faith got me through there, and I learned in life as I'm getting older, what I eat, I try to eat more healthier. So my brain can be sharp, so I can be on point. I can't be a man with my emotions all over the curb and making some decisions that's going to end up in the Detroit River, because we right there at the river. So I have to make some good decisions, but it's like what I take in, and the exercise helps me out a lot. I don't play basketball no more like I used to, so I try to do things like play golf, travel. I love Delta Airlines. I love to travel.
Yeah.
To help my stress. Sometimes you need some me time, and I'm learning that more now that as a man, you got to have that me time. You got to have that go-to-way place to sit there. If it's almost like this, like a prayer closet, get there and just study yourself.
For sure. Self-reflection is everything.
Absolutely.
Were there ever moments when you're like, nah, I can't do this? Like, it's too much. Because in addition to being a councilman, you're running this successful business. So have you ever gotten to the point where you're like, this too much? I need to stop. I need to readjust. I need to let something go.
I'm glad you asked that question, because I almost had to press the reset button a few times, because I'm a man of truth. I'm gonna speak the truth. If you ask me, I'm gonna tell you like it is. I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. I ain't trying to get no backdoor deals. I ain't trying to hide in a closet, throw a rock and hide my hand. No, I wasn't raised that way. So I saw a lot of things that wasn't done right, and I brought it to the face front of things. I brought it to I pulled the curtain back, and it's just amazing that people see the evidence and still was like okay with it. And that's what hurts me the most, when you know things are done wrong, especially in our community. What do I look like trying to hurt my brothers and sisters, my mothers, and whoever else in the community? I'm trying to better the security, and I'm telling you, like, hey, this house right here, they selling fentanyl out of it. I'm telling you. Yeah, you call me a snitch, whatever you want to call it. It's my job to say what's right. Because doing that ain't right. But we still allow that to happen. As you think someone is getting taken care of. They hide, they act like they don't see the house or the corners. So it frustrates me because, I have a business. So I see it daily. Traffic.
And when you're passionate about something, I know your passion, I know your heart. I'm passionate about what I do here, and you see that things aren't changing and impact is not made, meaning tangible impact. What I need to see things.
Yes.
How do you deal with that? Do you say, okay, that not right now, maybe later? Like, how do you deal with the heart of it? Because I know how impactful you are when things aren't changing.
When things ain't changing, it's amazing that how, just to speak for myself, God sends angels to me, and I can see either a mother of the church or a gentleman from the community, and they be like, I see the hard work you're doing. Don't give up. Now, these people come out of nowhere and say, don't give up. They don't know what I'm going. They don't know how I feel.
Yeah.
So little nuggets like that, and then meeting you. We talked about business. You said some things to me. I said, okay, I can't give up. I done came too far. So you just got to they say iron sharpen iron.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. So other than that, it's just, you just got to stay encouraged. You have to stay encouraged and say, change is going to come. You know that song, change is going to come, right?
Yes,
oh, it's tough.
It's tough. I mean, because, I'm very transparent about this journey of entrepreneurship, and we have to show up. We have to show up even when it's rough. And people have no idea that when you leave here, the mental strain of it, because you still have to show up, especially have staff and you have people depending on you. Yes. You still have to show up every day and give 100+. And so one of the reasons why we're doing this mental health wealth podcast is for people to be able to share how difficult this journey is. At whatever level you're at, it's tough.
Very tough.
And for you as a councilman, plus you have a business that's very successful.
Thank you.
I can only imagine what that impact is like on a daily basis.
I've got stronger throughout the years. There's been a lot of challenges, I must say. That's the answer. I say God. God saw me through. He the one pushed me. He put people in your place to keep you going. And like I said, people come and say, hey, don't let no one see you cry. Don't let no one see you fold. And another thing, too, we don't talk about mental health is because I think some people be ashamed of it and make some people feel like they weak or we not together. But that's part of life. My grandmother's 95 years old. I better get that correct. 95 years old today.
That's a blessing.
And she say, when I tell her this, what's going on in the world, you know what she say? That's life. Ups and downs. She say, just part of life. So you're going to deal with it or you ain't. So hearing stuff like that, it's like, okay. But a lot of times we living right. We trying to do the right thing. We don't really want no downhills to occur, like the Bible says, as we walk through the valley. You can walk through it, but please do not camp out in it. Don't spend the night in it. Don't stay there. Don't get an Airbnb there.
Right.
Yeah, you walk through it and keep on moving. And brighter days is coming. But you got to keep that mental health. You got to keep that mind sharp and just do things, find your truth, what you like to do in life.
Is it okay to cry?
Yes.
Is it okay to cry?
Yes, I believe it is. I think as men, I can speak for some of the men, we were taught not to cry. As a little kid, we skin our knee on the floor trying to grab the truck. We get to crying and your mama's, boy, you better stop crying.
Right.
It was just a natural habit that we was conditioned that way. But baby, let me tell you, as the older you get, grief gonna hit you. Yeah. Businesses may not go the way you want to. And you're gonna get in that lonely place, that lonely, real, when I say lonely, you're gonna cry. Yeah, you're gonna cry. If you think you're lonely now, wait till the night. Yes, indeed. But you have to get to a place to know who you are. and who you're trying to become.
Oh, yes.
You have to know who you're trying to become. And just believe that you have greatness in you. And I think one thing us men, we don't do, and no, as people, we don't support each other like we should.
We don't.
We don't encourage each other like we should. And I scratches my head, my hair. I scratches my head from time to time like, but why is that? I know some people say it's led back to slavery days or whatever. I don't know the answer, but I try not to look in the past too much no more. I try to live in the now. What's going on right now?
Right.
You have to point your finger at yourself and say, accountability, what can I do to change the atmosphere?
Yes, be that change.
And be that change.
If you're the only change, you need to be that change.
Yeah, and if you're trying to reach this program you have, let's say if you have 100 kids coming in, let's say only 5 of them make a change. You save 5. You save 5. That's a blessing.
And I think that point leads, to as entrepreneurs, we get so wrapped up in support, needing support, because it does feel good. It felt good to have support today. But on the mental health perspective, we have to keep going regardless if we get support or not. And when I meet a lot of entrepreneurs from a mental health standpoint, if they don't get the likes or people don't share their posts, then they stop. Because they feel like, I'm not getting the support, I can't make it, but you are your support. Consistency and discipline gets you where you need to be, and God is the one that elevates you. So as long as you're consistent and you're disciplined, you're going to get there. But if we don't get a share or a like from a mental health perspective, we get discouraged and we stop and we wonder why we don't get to the next level, because we're so concentrated on the support and the frustration of it when we're supposed to be disciplined and consistent and making it happen.
I agree.
And so you sometimes do have to be your own number one cheerleader,
You
especially when you start.
You have to. You have to. When I played basketball in high school, shout out to Southwestern Prospectors, I had to be almost my number one supporter, meaning to say you can do that. You can make that layup. You can make that 3-point shot. You have to have courage. You have to encourage yourself. Because if you don't, you're going to, because this mind is a terrible thing to waste. You have to be, your self-esteem got to be on 10. I ain't saying being arrogant, all cocky and all that. It's a difference.
The difference between being arrogant and being confident.
It's like, if this podcast right now, when it take off, I know it's going to be lit. If, let's say it was a small number, liked it. I'm not worried about the likes. I'm worried about the message that's getting crossed.
Yeah.
People be worrying about, they didn't like my picture. Why? Hey, Don, why you ain't like my photo? And I'm looking like, I didn't even see your Facebook post.
Not knowing there's an algorithm to social media.
I'm like, so this what the world is about now? It's based off what we liked or social media. To me, no shots out to anybody. No, I ain't taking no shots at all. But it just, where we at it just, no, that ain't where the place to be. If I know God see it and these folks here see it, we winning. We winning.
And you winning with economy shoe repair.
Yes, indeed.
So give the audience some tips on your success and how you've made it this far, especially with brick and mortars and the great challenge of overhead, of keeping locations open. What has been your keys to success?
The key of my success has been keeping God first, keeping a level head, keeping my mental space clear. Because, when you're in customer service, I'm dealing with, can I be real, folks?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
People want freebies.
Mm-hmm.
People want you to give me this.
Yeah.
I have a craft. I can make a shoe. I have a talent that my grandfather taught me as a kid. But they want you to give it to them for free. I'm nowhere near the prices that would charge out in Troy. Mm-hmm. Nowhere near a fraction of what they charge. Mm-hmm. But it ain't about the money to me. It's about the love that I have for the people. That's my passion. Sometimes, I'm gonna be honest, when I'm in that sewing, I sew. So I'm sewing the zip in the jacket. That sewing machine, listen to that sound, be therapeutic to me sometimes.
Wow.
Yeah, people don't know that. Yeah. People be like, you be sewing? Yeah, I'll be sewing.
That's your form of therapy.
Yes, yeah. Sit there, hear that sound, it be making that noise. Constant. other than that, it just, when you're dealing with customers throughout the years, I had a good model. My grandfather, my uncles, I would watch them as a kid. You know, I was deprived of Saturday mornings. I could never watch no cartoons. And it's amazing I'm saying this because I just spoke on this 2 weeks ago at the shoe shop. It's like I had to grow up fast. I ain't had time to play. I didn't have time on the weekends to watch cartoons. I don't know nothing about no cartoons, I'll be honest with you. I was in there watching them count money, fixing shoes, watching them pop the rags.
It's in your blood. What?
Yeah, I was born in it.
You could watch cartoons?
Yeah.
I'm still there. No Scooby-Doo?
None of that.
No Muppet Babies?
None of that. I can watch it now and be like a little kid, like I've never seen this series before.
Wait, no Smurfs?
None of that.
Okay.
None of that. Saturday morning, Friday, and Saturday, I was at the shoe shop. Mad at the world. Mad at the world.
I bet.
None of that. I grew up fast and I was so mature. Everybody said that. They say, well, we thought you was older than because I was around older people. They told me you don't have time for games. And my grandpa taught me, your word is all you have. So when you're out in the world, mean what you're going to say it. Mean it. Do it.
Yeah.
So I watched the role model. It was the blueprint. It wasn't that I was the smartest guy in the world and all that. I followed the blueprint, which I think a lot of people don't want to do no more. I want to make $200,000 a year. I want this, I want that. Okay. Well,
Write the vision, make it plain.
that's it.
Which is something that a lot of us don't do.
I wonder why.
Why is that? Why do you think we don't create businesses that are scalable? We don't. We go out there and we create businesses.
Talk about it. Go there.
And we don't have a plan. And I've heard other people say it on podcasts before. You go into a location, we frying chicken, we the host, we washing dishes, we the cook, we the server. Why don't we build models from the beginning that are transferable from one person to the next? Why don't we do that?
I could be wrong. I think we don't know how it won. And I think in some cases we have that crab in the barrel mindset. You know, that's what I picked up, or someone, gentleman was telling me that. And then as time goes on in life, you kind of get greed kick in. You don't want to show nobody the model. You know, once again, it's all about the money to them. That's not about the passion, the love, you teaching a kid. It ain't about the money. I don't make a ton of money. I make enough money, but I don't make a ton of money doing shoes. But I love my craft. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm at peace. I love it. And I think that's the problem that we don't have. And it makes me say that because there are kids that came from that downriver area, half came in, and I've taught them what I could teach them. And they'll come back, honestly, 5 years. One came back 10 years ago. I forgot about the kid. No offense. He said, boss man. I looked at him, I said, boy, he got so tall I didn't even recognize him. Hair on his face, talking about he have 2 kids now. He said, you remember me coming? I said, of course I remember that. He said, you taught me so much and you just didn't know. He said, I need to give you your flowers now.
Yeah.
I was about to cry, Tori. Because I wasn't expecting. It was a day on a Saturday. He came in and said, I want to give you your flowers now. What you taught me how to deal with women, not to be out here selling drugs, you told me not. He said, all that what you stick to me, you saved my life. When it hit me like, whoa. I didn't know that. I was just following the blueprint once again. Saving souls, saving lives. And I think that's what we have to do more and get to the main ingredients, what it is. It's okay to say our child wants to go to the NBA or the NFL or whatever league is, but we forget about jobs like trades. It's a 911 right now, trades. They making great money. How come we don't teach our kids trades? I do that now when I teach kids, I talk to them, I say, take a trade school. But you have others that want to talk about, no offense, bachelor degrees, master's degrees, doctor. Great, that's good to get that. That's good.
There is a scripture, and I use it for what you're talking about. It said, train up a child in the way he should go and he should not depart. We use it spiritually, but when I think about that, I think about raise up a child in their craft. in their gift, in their bent.
Yes.
And that keeps them focused, whatever that is. We all have been given different gifts.
Yes.
And it's the gifting, it's the skill set, not the education necessarily, that keeps us focused and fulfills us with purpose.
Yes.
And so I'm with you. Teach a child, a young person, what they desire to do, and they're more likely to be successful. Entrepreneurship is not for everybody.
You need to say that again.
It's not. I think we try to push people into entrepreneurship, but it's not. It requires a different kind of strength, a different kind of mindset, and it's not for everybody, and it's okay. Some people go to jobs that they enjoy every day and bless people there. It's discovering what your purpose is that helps you stay focused and gets you to your goal. I wake up every day thinking about this.
You're right.
How I can help a person start their vision and execute it. I think about that every day. I couldn't imagine doing anything else, well, except for music, but that I love music. But I can imagine another career other than what we do. And so when you're focused on your passion, that's what gets you to higher heights. Now you have a very successful shoe repair business, but you also had another business.
Yes.
And you had some challenges with that. You opened up Texas Barbecue.
Texas Best Barbecue.
Best Barbecue and Wings.
Yes.
And tell us a little bit about when you opened and what were the challenges with that.
You trying to make me cry, ain't you?
Please.
But let me say this. One thing about being an entrepreneur, it's not for the weak. And people think, you go on these social media platforms and Instagram and see all these likes and see all these people going to patronize you, but they don't see what's stuff going behind the scenes. Let's talk about this.
Let's talk about it.
Yes.
And that's how I met you.
Yes. We're
I
gonna
met
get
you
yes.
about when you came in with some pain.
Yes.
Pain related to this business.
After our third chef, we went through 3 chefs. Mind you now, I'm a man that's come from the plant, was a teacher, doing other things I didn't know nothing about. I know how to cook, but I don't know nothing about cooking. And I must say this, I have learned a lot. But the 3rd chef we had on place, give a shout out if you want to, James. Good brother.
James Spence, shout you out.
James, I gotta give you some love, brother. When I say this guy can cook. Now, my 95-year-old grandmother and mother say his food good, and they critics. They are critics. Now, if they say he can cook, James can cook. So, make a long story short, through this journey, we had to lay out the foundation. If anybody know anything about business, business in Detroit gonna take you probably now. When I went to business school, I think then it was like maybe 2 to 5 years before you see a profit or anything turn around. I really believe now it takes longer because you have a lot of challenges with social media and all that other stuff. But when you're trying to build a brand, you got to stand on business. So that means you got to put in a lot of sweat equity. You can't sit back in the back looking far away thinking like everything gonna come. It's not. You have to network. I reached out to my UAW brothers and sisters. I reached out to people who work for Delta. I reached out to the politicians that was supporting, and it was doing good, but I just couldn't find to keep the help like I wanted to. People do not want to work. Now, mind you now, I'm leaving my job, one of my jobs, let me say that. I'm leaving one of my jobs, then go to church. Then I'm going to run the restaurant till like 8 o'clock at night, 9 sometimes. So I'm running my mental, it was a lot, but I was trying to keep things afloat. People calling, hey, I'm coming to the restaurant. Guess what they want to see? They want to see your face there. So I had to be there.
People coming for you.
And I'm gonna tell you, if you have a dream, and if all of y'all ain't on the same page, and that you got a band, but it ain't on one sound, you might need to press that pause button for a minute, and I think that's the problem. Why we can't get on the same chord. You and I would know, like, hey, it's gonna take a couple years to see a profit. You can't say within a year, We ain't made no money. I guess we didn't make no money. We still trying to get off the ground.
2 years.
2 years, two to 5 years to get it. And
Ice Cube said 5 years. I think I heard him say, if you're not willing to put in 5 years and not get paid for it, then that's not it.
But see, I understand the plan because I did it already. I knew that it was going to take a little while. But when you're in partnership with people, you got to help. It's kind of, what can I say? They can't dream what you dream. They got to see what you see. And it's a challenge. It's a challenge. You know, it's like sometimes you're in a boxing match and the coach want to throw in the towel. But I know at the end of the day that you got to keep on this swinging and fighting. And that's why we got to get with people to have the network to know, okay, there are fundings out here. Because, see, we was all from our pockets. We didn't take no loans out. So that made a little more pressure.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. I think that made my hair shine a little more. It was a lot of pressure on that.
How long were you open?
Almost 6 months.
Open 6 months.
Almost 6 months.
And then you closed abruptly.
I closed abruptly. One of the partners said they didn't see they didn't see the numbers. They focused on the numbers. They said, well, I don't see the numbers that I see. We see numbers, but they didn't see what he wanted to see because, once again, watching YouTube, watching social media. Oh, so and so they made $10,000 a week. Who was they? Who made $10,000 in we open 3 days?
Where are they?
Show me them right now. What I'm doing wrong? Yeah.
Show me they.
Yeah. How many wings they selling?
And what
How
kind
many
of
ribs?
wings
Yeah. Beef ribs. Because you know the food industry is high too, so your profit is changed. Mothers, y'all know that the price of the food is different now. Yeah, it's high. I'm going there with that credit card. Whoa, like whoa. And look, every 2 days. So I'm looking like, okay, now this is the point, but that debt was getting higher and higher, but I was still willing to swim. So that's why I'm here, and I believe change is gonna come. We got to network more and just support each other. I think that's the key we gotta get back to, support each other.
What was that like though, having to close your doors?
It was devastating to me. It was devastating because in my mind, I think I'm blessed. There's not too many things in my life that I have not put my hands on, have not succeeded.
Was it worth the risk that you took?
Yes.
And I think that's so important because I talk to clients all the time that are scared to jump, scared to open up because they're scared of the fear of failure is always present. I have one client, we've been working on getting a location for about 1.5 years now. And the only barrier is the fear of failure. Can you speak to the power of failure?
Well, I didn't look at it as failure. It just say pause for a cause.
Pause.
It just got to reboot yourself, rethink some options. And, failure is not an option. And I think I heard something, I don't want to quote it wrong. It said something like, it's not failure, it's just a learning curve. You learn from it.
You pivot.
You pivot. Now, if you fail and don't touch it again and don't look back at it, now you didn't really just throw in the towel, for sure. But it was a learning. It was, when I say I learned from it big time. I know what to do, what not to do. Well, like I said, I never ran a restaurant before, but I had business experience, and it's not the same, but they have similarities. I know how to talk to a customer when they come through that door. I know when a customer wants something for free. I'm just saying, I'm keeping it real. It just, you know people.
And how do you respond? I just want to hear this. How do you respond? Because how do you respond when someone asks you for something for free? You be probably nice. What do you say?
Act like your customer.
I got these nice shoes. I gotta go, to this party, but can't pay for them right now. You can hook me up.
Okay. Then I look at the shoe and say, I can tell by their body language, and then it's like an energy they give off. First of all, I can tell it. Oh, they want something for free. So then I just say, you know what? I hate to say this, but I'm giving y'all a page out of my book. In my mind, I'm already gonna tell them, hey, this will only probably cost me $20 to fix for them. I might tell them, you know what? I'm gonna give you a deal. I normally would charge $40, but I'm gonna give it to you for $20. In they mind, I'm being honest with you. In they mind, Cause guess what they're gonna hit me with? Guess what they're gonna hit me with? Well, all I got is 15, and I take it. That happens all the time. It happens.
You give the discount.
A discount, just like when the customer come in and want a food, they be like, oh, they might say, I'm just giving an example. They might say, oh, they short a couple dollars a lot of times. But let's say something like they say, okay, my food was cold. They didn't want it in the car and ate. Y'all feel me? They went in the parking lot and ate. Now I'm the one was at the register. Now I didn't took the ribs out the smoker, served them their plate and everything, and I'm looking like this person was here about 30 minutes ago.
Who us?
Us. Come back in and say, hey, my collard greens are cold. And I'm thinking like, and I say, okay. So I don't even take the plate back. So what I hit him with this, I say, I'm gonna give you some hot sides right now coming up. I give him a fresh macaroni and cheese and maybe some yams that's smoking hot. And guess what? I put a smile on their face, even though I know they're trying to get over.
Right.
But that's what the challenges as a vendor, you deal with that stuff.
You do.
Well, I don't get down like that, but that's the challenges you deal with. And just think if I had a rough day, my mental health wasn't in order. Hey, listen here.
Baby.
Come on.
Because we all have those days.
We had those days. Let's think about when it went off on that party. Me going off on that customer can tell you, because I learned, when I really learned, negativity travel way faster than positive news.
All day,
Oh
every
my
day.
God. So I just learned to treat people with love, regardless if they treat you bad. Because God gonna bring it back, He gonna bless me 10,000-fold.
Every time. We're gonna take anyone have any questions for Councilman Donald Agee? Or some comments?
Anything.
I got something.
Yes.
So, being here in Detroit, like, how can we support and help the residents of Inkster? Like, what would you
E-course.
need from us? You know, I'm sorry, I said e-course. I mean Inkster, but for e-course, like, we're real estate brokers. We have some social workers here. We do housing counseling, like financial literacy. What could we help you with? Like, I believe, I see what you're doing, I hear you, and this is all what we all experience in our business, right? Everybody wants a discount, nobody wants to pay full service. We know we need education, we know we need jobs, we know taxes are high, we know insurance is high. Like, how can we help?
I'm glad you asked that question. That means a lot. I appreciate that. I really do. That means a lot for me. Because you don't hear that. You don't hear that. You hear me?
Wow.
You don't hear that. No, nobody, you don't hear no stuff like that. How can I help you? There's a lot of ways we help. This will start right here. We networking. I give you my business card. And I know it's a little travel for some of you guys, but I believe in life. We do what we want to do. Even if you dropped off your shoes on a Friday, I can have them ready for the next Friday, and which I have implemented. From time to time, I do offer a drop-off service, almost like Uber, but I do it myself. Because once again, I'm trying to find some people that want to work. Good luck with that. It's been a struggle. But let's network. I need you in there. That's the start. I just need you. And them shoes you have on, everybody's shoes in there. Let me show you what I made of first. And I think once I do that, you'll be like, oh, he the real deal. That's the best advice I can say. But I thank you for even asking that question. Whatever I can do to help you, I'm here for you.
What's the next big event that
E-course have?
having?
We have it this summer. We're gonna have Jazz on the River. Because if anybody know about Jazz on the River, we right off. You know when you take Southfield, when Southfield run out to Jefferson, that's the E-course. So that whole pavilion and everything. That's us. So last year we had a jazz venue. Matter of fact, I want all you guys here to be my guests. Make sure I make sure I say that to y'all. So y'all make sure y'all come out. And then we have a good fishing walleye tournaments. Any guys in fish? Anybody in fish?
I'll come for some fried fish.
Fish. So we have a lot of fishing. Yes. So we have a lot of things to offer. It just a lot of people just don't know.
And let us know where we can find you.
Yes.
So, are you on your Instagram? Can you share that?
Okay, I'm on Instagram and Facebook.
Well, let them know where they can find
Okay,
you.
I'm at Economy Shoe Repair. That's 579 Visitor Road, Ecorse, Michigan 48229. And people always ask, where's Ecorse? People think of Ecorse Road. Let me correct this right now. Off 94. That's not us. That's Inkster area, that Ecorse Road. We next door to Wyandotte, River Rouge, Lincoln Park, and like I said before, Southwest Detroit, that 48217 zip code. So that's my location. That's where I'm at.
And your Instagram?
Instagram is same thing, Economy Shoe Repair.
Economy Shoe Repair.
And I'm gonna tell you this, sometimes I link my personal page, so I let people know like, hey, I don't gotta have no bunch of pages. This is who I am. So you could just look up Donald Agee, Donald. Last name is spelled Agee Jr. Donald Agee Jr. Send me a friend request. I'm gonna invite you. You're gonna see everything that I'm about. And anything else I could think of is that's pretty much it. Y'all come on out. And I'm gonna tell you once again, this is a beautiful setting. I wish other cities would do stuff like this.
Well, if y'all keep supporting, we can continue to expand, right? I appreciate you so much for your heart, for your time. I know you are very busy, and you've been here. You've been here supporting me and my mom since I met you. So your heart is true. I appreciate that so much, and I appreciate the audience. Mental Health is Wealth podcast. This was the kickoff today. Thank you for being a part of it. We will be interviewing once a month. So please come back and support us. Follow us at Mental Marvels. That's where you'll find information about our podcast and our upcoming guests. And please share and come back.
Please
Thank
share.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.